This next example says graph y equals 2x to the third plus 6x squared using the standard window and list the turning points. So more practice of the same. I'll go into y equals, clear out my equation, and type in 2x to the third, 2x, and to the third we got to use our caret, plus 6x squared. And I'll just use the x squared button. Using the standard window means I'm going to press zoom 6. Now what you'll notice on this particular graph is that there is more than one turning point. There is a maximum and there is a minimum. So let's find the maximum first using our calculator. Second, trace, and it's maximum, so I'm going to do number 4. Now I need to use my left arrow and to go all the way to the left of this highest point right here, and then press enter. Now I need to use my right arrow and go to the right of that point and press enter. And then for the guess, we press enter again. And this says the maximum is at the point -2, 8. The other point is a minimum. It looks like it's at 0, 0. But let's go ahead and go through the calculations. Second, trace, minimum. We want to be to the left of it, which we already are, so I'll press enter. Now we need to go to the right of it, and I'll press enter, and then I'll press enter again. And see how those numbers look crazy, like I talked about up here? When that happens, you are at the point 0, 0. So our minimum is 0, 0. You could have determined that by doing trace 0, and you'll see that y equals 0. All right, let's do one more, determining the turning point. And on this one, we are going to graph y equals 17x squared minus 70x plus 270. And it says there is one turning point. Now you'll notice that there is no window given. So we're going to have to play with our calculator until we can find that one turning point. So I'll go in and I'll type in y equals, I'll clear out my equation, and I'll put 17x squared minus 70x plus 270. Now what I normally do when I'm not given a window is I go in and I set my x minimum and x maximum to -10 and 10. They're already at -10 and 10. So then we can press what's called, let me go ahead and write that down. -10 is the x minimum, the x maximum is 10, and then press zoom fit, which is zoom 0. And what that does is it makes the graph from -10 to 10 on the x-axis, and then the y-axis adjusts so that you can see the graph. Now if we look at this and we go back to our window, look how big and small our y minimums and y maximums were. We can adjust those a little bit. 2,670 is crazy. So let's just go, let's change the y maximum to, okay, the y minimum is 198, so maybe 500, and let's see what happens. Okay. Now we want to find the turning point. So again, I'll do second trace. That is a minimum. I'm already to the left of it, so I will press enter. I'll go to the right of it and press enter, and then I'll press enter. And let's round to 1 decimal place. That would be 2.1 and 197.9 is our turning point.